Yo, it's RN. I wanted to talk to y'all about tank artifacts. Yeah, and what's actually good for tanking, what you actually need for tanking. I done almost all the research on YouTube as I could. Looked up all the tank artifact videos and end up. And so far, bro, no one, at least I feel like no one has really dove into tanking arts. They all just say a lot of he say she say. They follow each other. No one really goes into it and gives an explanation, a complete explanation of the tank artifacts and which are bad and what you actually need. So let me buy these artifacts right quick. Mind y'all, what I'm running now is what I don't want. I got like what I have now as a tank. I only got that because back when last double arts uh happened earlier this year, I I listened to a lot of crap people was telling me, and it's a bunch of lies, bro. So you need. Let me put her there. I need to. I need to clean my inventory real bad. So okay. Uh, go back over there. Get trade chat mess out the way. Okay, so manacles. I'm gonna go over y'all. I'm gonna explain to y'all about manacles now. In my opinion, manacles is one of the worst tank artifacts. It's one of the worst tank artifacts. There's a huge either a misinterpretation of this artifact or just ignorance. Um, Manacles is trash. It's absolutely trash. It's not an active tank artifact. When I say active, I mean it's infinitely active. Like you get the proc like constantly. You know what I'm saying? So let's go into why manacles is trash. So it says, and shake. You basically get first off how manacles look. When you take a big hit or a hit as a tank and you see orange gloves around your hand, that's manacles. What that do or does, it absorbs 50% of incoming damage and reapplies it over the next 5 seconds. So what that means is while those orange gloves are on your hands, they they only they only last you they only last 5 seconds. After that five, and while those 5 seconds are active, you absorb uh, half of what you take, half income damage. Uh, After those 5 seconds over with, the gloves go away, they disappear, and the other 50% damage or full damage is being reapplied. So that basically means it kills you. So it kills you, which is huge as major. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you have a good healer, that shouldn't be a problem with but still, you shouldn't want anything that kills you. And 5 seconds is trash. That's like no time. It's trash. And then on top of that, the cooldown is 45 seconds. So it's not like you're getting that orange glove proc back to back often. After that, after those 5 seconds go away, not only are you getting killed, but you gotta wait another 45 seconds to get the glove again. So basically, if you're in elite content, boss is going to hit like a truck. So after the first manacles go away, now you have 45 seconds of a useless artifact, or 45 seconds, because when it when manacles proc, you're only getting 5 seconds out of the artifact, right? And after those 5 seconds and the gloves go away, for the next 45 seconds, you basically don't have an artifact that's working for you at the moment. So the only good thing you get out of manacles is you get a shield reset and all the resolute part on the bottom that says all shield cooldowns are reduced by 10%. Right? So if you're fire, it's definitely trash because immolation is a 35% shield. It's trash. It's not even a real shield. Uh, Density for atomic is trash. It's a very trash shield. It's almost like ice reflection shield. Both are light shields. It can't you can't hold a lot of damage and density. So for atomic, it's trash. The only thing that at least this part of the artifact that manacles is good for is earth, rage, and ice. But that's just one shield reset out of all the shields you're using, especially by me being ice. You feel me? I'm using a bunch of shields. You know what I'm saying? So out of all those shields, I'm only getting one that's going to reset. So the best part of this out of this artifact is the shield reset and the all shield cooldowns are reduced by 10%. Now back to the 45-second cooldown. You see on the third part on the shield reset it says when unshakable triggers. Right on top of that, it says cooldown 45 seconds. When unshakable triggers, that's where you get the orange gloves. But that only works for 5 seconds, right? So during the next 45 seconds, you won't even get a shield reset. The only thing that's working for you is Resolute, where it says all shield cooldowns are reduced by 10%. It's trash. It's crazy. And in elite content, you're getting hit like a truck, ass hit hard, bosses hit like crazy, especially in CTE. The first boss, when Wonder Woman does her, not Wonder Woman, Stacy, if she's in melee range, she love to spam that ground pound move. That hits you like crap. Everything hits hard in CTE. The second boss, last boss, ass, so you're gonna get hit and take damage. So I just believe it's trash and it's just not worth it at all. So uh now next we got Lazarus Pit. Now a lot of people like Lazarus Pit. Uh it's a good artifact, but in my opinion, it's only optional. You know what I'm saying? It's not mandatory. Last Pit promotes lazy tanking. If last proc, that means you died. You know what I'm saying? It means you're dead. And so, you feel me? It's not it's not an active artifact. It's not you as you're tanking, as you're alive. Last pit isn't working for you. You know what I'm saying? It's basically useless. Its only use is you won't die. So if your last part, your whole body turns green, like a green, like a green force field material. Like that means you died. That means you're dead. So, which is a bad thing. If you have a problem with dying, it could be you have a bad healer or you're just not paying attention to mechs. You might have to turn your game effects up so you can see the AoEs on the floor and so on and other one shots. But as a what I'm saying, a tank, you shouldn't want to main Lazarus Pit. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be dying like that at all. If dying is a problem, yeah, but like I said, it's optional. You can keep it in if you want. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I think Laz is kind of useless. It's optional. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I've gotten these artifacts due from listening to what people say a lot. Like the last double artifacts that double XP that got released, I wanted to go back a tank. So I was asking all the tanks around, and all the tanks were saying the same thing. Nobody really gave me uh, a detailed, I can't think of the word, but nobody can go into detail on why these specific artifacts were good. And I ain't know any better at the time, so I'm like, okay, I'll just go off of what people say. And now I regret doing that. And now I know better. Now I know I I know all of it. So I just want to share with y'all what I know. So manacles is trash, useless. Don't get that. Lazarus is optional. It's not needed. But if you want to use it, do you? Clarion is completely luxury. It's a luxury artifact. I got it uh, just to mess around with it to see what it do. Like for instance, if I'm running a 4-player alert, one tank 3 DPSs, I just pop hand blasters and Clarion because hold on, hand blasters proc the healing part of Clarion the most and the fastest. I've already tested out every other weapon, even weapon mastery combos. Nothing procs the healing side of Clarion faster than hand blasters. This specific combo, uh, what is it called? A pulse beam? Oh, I keep doing that. All right, here. So yeah, you basically tap it twice in the hole. When you do that, for every tick, you get healed. So in other words, you almost don't even need a heal for real. Just get a tank and just pop that. But I will say it is for as far as a 4-player no healer thing. Um, it's a lot better with rage, fire, atomic because you also healing along with the Clarion. If you're ice or other tank powers that don't heal whatsoever, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find your best, like, do your best not to take damage outside of Clarion. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not getting healed at all, except for the artifact. Um, let's see. By the way, the healing numbers for Clarion, for me as a tank, it's like 19K, 19K per tick, 17, 18, 19K per tick. So that's what the numbers look like. Um, so that's that. So that's just a luxury thing. Don't need it as a tank. It's also optional. You can't use it as a tank. I use Clarion for. I've done it with it all, bro. Like I use Clarion for fire, atomic, earth, ice. I use it for everything. So the luster refractor as a tank is trash. It's only use like the only use of this is if the troll doesn't have refractor. Most of the trolls that I know or run into, they all have refractor. And if I'm using refractor at the same time the troll is, that's canceling out their refractor. Or y'all cancel out each other's refractor. So that's absolutely useless. Waste of an artifact for a tank. Lasso, in my opinion, as a tank is useless. It's trash. The only use of it I can think of is ROE with first boss ROE Felix Fox when those ads come out. CTE second boss, worst case scenario, y'all don't have a lasso troll, but the backup tank does have lasso at 160, and you can basically lasso the ads. So that's the only use I can think of that. But me personally, I don't ever have to use lasso ever. You know what I'm saying? So that's useless as a tank or optional. Peace Stone, I just got it to help people out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't ran into a lot of groups of people that don't have peace on at all. So that's, what I'm saying, optional. The only reason I have these DPS of precision head mods is because I was expecting double XP to come out this year. So I've already made a preparation and got all my DPS gear and the mods up. So, and it didn't come out. I don't think it's coming out at all this year. So yeah, so I've just been using these instead. So it is what it is. But I've been making it work though. For allies, most tanks use Lex and Superman. Um, in my opinion, Superman is trash. A 35% shield doesn't help crap. It doesn't do anything. Especially if you have healers that are buffed, have 200 arts, pat the bat, and he's swapping. What's the 35 going to do for him? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It hardly even helps. It's just useless. I swap around artifacts. Like I even swap with Batman Who Laughs for the health buff. And sometimes even in this load right here, I actually have a whole armory for Batman Who Laughs. So his other passive is if you use a finisher, I basically debuff the boss for the DPSs and debuff stat. So when the boss is almost dead, I just switch to his armory and then just spam my finisher, and then you'll see that red pool pop up below their feet. That's Batman Who Laughs, and that's a debuff. So I'll do that to like help the DPSs close out. Um, uh, let's see who I'll be swapping out with. I also swap out Aquaman for ads. Like I'll put him at combat. So say I run CTE, I group up all the ads and just call them out. Now he doesn't stun the House of Legends. Oh, okay, yeah, he do. But the stun in actual content, the stun he do lasts a lot longer. I don't know why they break out so fast in House of Legends. But I'll swap out Aquaman. Uh, I'm gonna get Harley Quinn up to level 10, but I'm gonna be swapping out Harley Quinn. So when I pop Peace Zone, it'll buff up everything for me. Um, I'm gonna get Black Adam up too. Then I'll be swapping them out. But anyway, back to artifacts. Now, what you should use, I probably should have said this earlier. I got sidetracked, but what you should use as a tank, bro. Oh, hold on. I forgot about Mystic. I gotta get Mystic. Hold on, bro. I'm finna buy that right quick. Alright. Let me get Mystic. Yeah. There you go. So, oh yeah. So these are, in my opinion, these are the best artifacts for tanking. All three of these artifacts are completely infinite procs. Like it's completely active all the way around. Uh, Sissy's mask. When a shield break, you get a 30% heal and receive buff, or incoming healing is buffed by 30%, which is a lot. That helps your healer out. That applies to soda colas, even P-Thone supply drops, everything. Even health barrels. On health barrels. You know what I'm saying? Now the part where it's done the ads, that doesn't really. I don't really care about that part. But the main part is the healing, the incoming healing buff. So I also a huge a misinterpret misinterpretation. I can't say the word. I can't say the word right now. But y'all know what I'm trying to say is you know what I'm saying. A lot of people have put out false. Like I've seen a lot of false Sissy Mask videos. A lot of people done a bad job going over the artifacts. So a lot of people thought that it works for fire. No, it does not. And here's why. Fire, the most you're gonna get is two shields, emulation and hard light shield. maybe dash attack, but most tanks don't even use dash attack, especially fire tank. So you're not using but yeah, emulation and hard leg shield, and you know what I'm saying. That's the shoot. That's just two shields. You know what I'm saying. And then fire, you already have low defense. You have extremely low defense, so it wouldn't, for one, being two shields mean you're not going to get back to back procs like that. So it just, off of that alone, it's not really good for fire. For rage, you can, but the thing, see, with rage, like I know rage tanks that can tank CTE with no shield, so it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not really needed for rage. I will still use it, you know what I'm saying? But it's not really needed for rage. It's optional. Um, the best use for it is uh ice and earth, maybe atomic. I don't nah. I kind of it's 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 best with ice and it's best with ice and earth because you know ice you have a lot of shields. You have one, two, three. This is also a shield, so that's four shields. And then if I wanted to be extra, I can pop dash attack. You know what I'm saying? Even this in the boss fight, so I can just proc that, proc it off that, proc it off this, proc it off this, proc it off this, and dash attack. There any more shields? No, nah. But yeah, so with ice, it's you know what I'm saying? It's back to back procs. This is also a shield, so I can use that. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole minute. So that's crazy. So but yeah, with ice I can proc it back to back. Infinite procs, infinitely active. With Earth, what I've been told that there's some type of, I don't know if I should say it, but like it's like some sort of a secret sauce sort of with aftershock, or not aftershock but gemstone shield with Earth. If you pop if you pop gemstone shield with Sirici's mask, it automatically activate the artifact, and it lasts forever. As long as that gemstone shield is up, the Sirici's mask is infinitely active. So, which is crazy. So now we have manacles. I said manacles. Mystic symbol of the seven. This artifact is really good. A lot of people say it's trash, but don't listen to them, bro. This is easily one of the best thing artifacts, especially if you're taking ass or even bosses. Um, you get increased healing received by 10%, right? 60's master 30%. So 30 plus 40. I said 30 plus 10 is 40. Especially if you have last and last proc and these two are active, that makes it a lot easier for the healers. Even you probably won't even need a healer because, like I told y'all, the increased healing received applies to colas, supply drops. So I can just pop a cola and just fully heal myself off of that. So, and then you get 5% defense for a certain amount of ads or bosses that are in your range. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very good artifact for tanking. Every man prototype, also very good. It's infinitely active. Like I said earlier, as a tank, you're going to take damage. Like you will get hit like a truck back to back. And so basically, so even though you're losing health, not losing health from the artifact, but as you're taking damage, you get a certain amount of health put into your defense. So basically, this is a defense buff artifact. It's buffing your defense. So, and then you got every man going on top of Lex Luthor. You know what I'm saying? Below 50% health. You get it now. Mine's at level 8, but if your Lex Luthor is on level 10, it's a 15% stat boost. So let's go back to every man. If you're below 50% to 31% health, you get 9% of max health converted to defense. So you're basically getting a massive defense buff. You know what I'm saying? And it, like I said, it has different ranges of health. So you're getting buffed the entire time you're tanking. It's infinitely active. You're getting the procs back to back, back to back. So your main setup as a tank should be these 3 artifacts: Circe's Mask, Mystic Symbols, uh, and every man. Laz is optional. If you want to keep it in, do you? Manacles is optional, but I firmly believe Manacles is completely trash. It's completely trash. Please do not get Manacles. Clarion is luxury. The best usage for a tank is for alerts. Unless you're messing around, you know what I'm saying. But scrapping EOG is also good for tanking because like with me, in my opinion, certain tank powers like ice elemental is OP. Like ice elemental is so crazy. Now I'm legalist. I'm missing tank artifacts. I don't even have the head mods, right? I'm not buffed, so my defense is like 379k. If I pop ice elemental with a shield, my defense shoot up to like 600, 700k, which is crazy, bro. And I'm not buffed. I'm missing tank artifacts. I'm not. I'm legalist. I don't have any league buffs going on. So for ice and earth, uh, or really whatever, it's up to you as a player. But for me, I would definitely use Strap and EOG and spam Ice Elemental, and then I will get Black Adam and replace Superman for Black Adam. So so my if I was to do that, my loadout would be like this. Not loadout, but my artifact setup would be this. So because I'm out Mercy Peace on and all that stuff. So if I'm taking bosses or ads or whatever I'm using Ice Elemental, I'm keeping it in scrap for the region, the supercharged build up, of course, and then um when it's time to pop a super like Ice Elemental or whatever, I just swap in ELG, or you can even double swap like 1-2 and just swap in 2 artifacts, but that's more advanced. But what else? Oh yeah, ELG taking is also, I know it's an unpopular topic, but ELG tanking is very good. You can only pull it off with Earth and Earth and Atomic. You can pull it off with Earth and Atomic. Here's why. You can pull it off with Fire, but Fire tanking is so narrow, so limited. You can't really be versatile with Fire. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to have a supercharged region build up and everything else because Fire has low defense. It doesn't even have a legit shield. Um, it's not good for ice. I can't LG, so I can't LG spam with ice because ice doesn't have any 10Ks. I'm showing y'all right now. Ice don't have any 10Ks. That's 5K, 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 5. Oh, it's 2500s. The only reason I'll use LG for ice is for ice elemental. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm spamming this, I'm getting the 5% Dom, Resto, you know what I'm saying? Health. And then, I also get healed in the region and all that stuff. So, um, you can also use it with Earth. You have Meteor Shower, and Earthquake. You can get, matter of fact, I think you can only EOG like spam 10Ks as a tank with Earth. Um, Rage doesn't have any 10Ks. Atomic has a 10K, so you can definitely EOG tank with Atomic and Earth. But as far as everything else, no, it's not really, it's not really useful. Um, so yeah, I would spam Ice Elemental, use EOG. I would replace Superman with Black Adam, and I always mix up my loadout. So like if it's a boss fight, like a one boss fight, I'll probably do something like this. You don't really need that. I'll do something like this. You know what I'm saying? So now ice shield immunity is an actual shield. So that's 3 shields. I have my immunity. I have my taunt to spam that, and then just spam this for the regen. And I have Black Adam. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'll be swapping in LG. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Sometimes I'll swap in every man if I'm being like extra. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. Now besides that, I would, I would probably use, yeah. I would definitely keep in Peace Stone. Uh, yeah, I won't use these two, but for anyway, my main. So when the next double XP come out, this will be my main tank setup. 60s mask, mystic symbols, every man, right? That's if I'm not using a super, I'm not using an ice elemental, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. But if I'm like sweating or whatever, or just messing around, I I'll take out every man, I'll put in scrap, I'll keep in sissy, keep in mystic, and then I will either just swap mystic and every man back to back, and I just swap an LG every time I pop ice elemental. So that would be the play. So yeah, when next double SP come out, this would, if I stay tank, you know what I'm saying? That would be my tank setup. Again, I would not be using manacles. Please feed manacles. Manacles is trash. Clarion is trash. It's just like a fun thing. It's a luxury artifact. The Luster Refractor is trash for tanking. Lasso is trash for tanking. It's optional if you want to use Lasso or not. Lasso for ads, like CTE, right? Second boss is good, but as far as like grouping up all the ads, Lasso is terrible. It's terrible because out of all the ads, you only get aggro from one of them. So you saw how they broke out. So after they break out, they could, like, it's a high chance of them hitting a teammate and one shotting them. So out of all the ads that Lasso pulled, you only get aggro from one of them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else don't have an aggro. Now you can probably pop a Lasso and then pop like another move to get aggro on all the ads, and then just spam a Lasso again. But yeah, that's the downside of Lasso. But like I said, it's optional. Um, Let's see. Yeah, that's all that's all for the artifacts. Um, yeah, man. I hope y'all satisfied with that. If y'all have any feedback or opinions, if you disagree with what I'm saying, let me know in the comments. Yeah, that's say anything, because I don't want to end the video and then forget something. Hmm. Uh. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I remember. Good thing I ain't cut the video. Amulet. Where is it? Amulet is good for tanking, and here's why. It's good. it's it's good because if you pop a finisher, you get healed 100%. Or a lot of your health. You get a big health. You basically get a big heal. So, like I said, if like take all this off. So when I swap to my Batman Who Laughs loadout, when the boss is almost dead, and debuff the boss with my finisher, I can just swap in. Where is Amulet? Oh, here you go. I can swap in Amulet. You know what I'm saying? Just to heal myself. Uh, if you want to go overboard, you can probably get Lamort card and then just swap in Amulet and Lamort card just to be extra. Overkill. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I do. The video, I'm uploading a Ice CT video. Um, I think I used this loadout in second boss CT when the boss almost died. I used this, but y'all see what I'm talking about then. But that's all for this video. What refractor at? Yo, where my artifacts at? Oh, okay. I'll use boom, boom. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So if you're a tank, uh, don't get manacles. Laz is optional. It's up to you. Clarion, don't get Clarion. Uh, please get Circe's mask. Please get Mystic symbols. Please get Everyman. Scrapping LGs is optional. But if you want an LG tank and spam 10Ks, or just if you're using a supercharge as a tank, you might as well get scrapping LG. You know what I'm saying? Get Amulet to heal yourself from a finisher if you want to do that. Um, if you want to be overkill, like absolute overkill, get them get Lamort card and then just double swap with Amulet and then just spam your finisher. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna finish that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Uh, but of course, if you're doing that, you gotta have Batman Who Laughs in, and then the boss gotta be below 45% or at 45% health. If you're not using Batman Who Laughs, then just use Amulet for the healing and the remote card. Uh, Mercy and Dead King is up to you. It's optional. Yeah, that's it for the video. I'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace out.